Alright, Spyro 1, 120. Not sure if I would count this as a D-Rust, since my being in form is playing once a week. It's only been a couple weeks since I've done a run, but not as rusty as I otherwise could be. Chances of golds are certainly on the table. Chance of PB, pretty negligible. That was awkward. And that wasn't even awkward, that was just bad. I think I'm just going to treat this as a no reset. Otherwise I'm going to be doing that 5 times until I get it. But this is why I need to warm up once in a while. I'd say that's probably more of the issue than being rusty or not. Which in fairness, usually I do a couple of resets and that's kind of my warm up. Where's that guy gonna be now? Not to mention I'm gonna have to wait for his gem drop. A few seconds. Okay, whatever. Makes the level about on par with PB then. Sloppy stones. This will be time loss here because I started doing the dragon before going into flight. It'll be time loss here, but time save on Dark Hollow, or at least it should be. Okay, can I get at least one of these planes? Ideally, hit this arch at 45 seconds. 10 seconds behind. Couple it in with the 5 seconds lost in Homeworld. For the dragon, I should be losing 6, maybe a couple more. That was sloppy as heck too. .3. So not quite as bad as I thought. Then again, what that could mean is that I just have more default time to save. Man, I've already taken 2 hits going into Dark Hollow. Like, it's... Sometimes I'll have 1, but... I need to make sure to get a couple frogs so I'm filled up for Shemp. Shemp? Toasty. Though I'd like to be full up for Shemp too. Though I don't usually take damage in Shemp. Toasty, I'm not sure if I have ever not taken damage. Okay. Awkward bit of movement. Shame, because up to that point everything was fine. hate that so much. And that guy hitting me is just a slap in the face. See, it's a joke because he hit me in the face. Really want full sparks going in the toasty. Wee, spinny. That dog specifically is just invincible. Apparently that one is too. Good end. At least saved a couple on toasty, that's nice. Ready to go. Ten seconds behind isn't bad. By that logic, I should keep it within a minute. Which would be an extraordinary run. Not sure if I can go so far as to call it my second best run ever, but it would be top 5 for sure. Cannon got me. And I would have liked to pick up one more of those rabbits, but they spread out just perfectly poorly. nice so far. Fuck. That one felt better and ended up worse. There we go. Can I just do the simple stuff good? Jeez. I'm getting most of the hard stuff. And I dropped a gem somewhere. Way over there, apparently. And 30 seconds. Not necessarily a run killer, but pretty close. I've got about a minute and a half to 2 minutes of solid, reasonable time save I can get. Just like I don't fuck up this level and I get the time save. As opposed to just do it a little bit better, a little bit cleaner. Which, certainly I could save a couple seconds, at least, in every level doing that. But with the just don't screw it up and free time save, there's at least a minute and a half to 2 minutes. I know there's 40 seconds in loot alone, which is probably the biggest time save of the run. Alpine Ridge has about 20. Bonk. Suffice it to say, I'm not getting any time save here. Thank you. Just losing a couple though. Like within 5, I think is reasonable, mostly movement based. Really good cannon, really bad cleaning up the guys after the cannon. Not had a clean shemp in a while, and this doesn't look like it's going to be any different. Can you give me the gem? At least I didn't get hit by the mama with the 3 guys. I usually do. My button's stuck there. Made my flame just a little late. Lost a second. It's my best shemp in a while. Probably since PB. What was with that flutter? Okay, and I need to make sure to kill the guy, because Sparks isn't grabbing gems now. didn't think I'd actually hit the platform there, but the game obviously disagrees. Took an eye on that little island where there's the 3 green gems. I thought I heard all 3 of them home in, but I didn't see it. It was a little bit sketchy. So. And menuing so slow. Menuing faster. I like going for the no death route at Ice Cavern, so I'm going to do that. Though I'm already behind just a little bit because of slow menuing. Costing me probably about a second. Okay. It was an awkward jump, but I'm shocked that Spyro didn't land that. And made it up here. Just don't die now, because dying now is all kinds of time loss. Man, I haven't done the no death route in here in a while either. Actually feels nice to do. Slow menuing. Felt a little better than that, but then the first half was pretty sloppy. Well, you take out the 30 seconds of time loss in Dry Canyon for that missed gem. Cough, Sparks, cough. Actually, it wasn't even Sparks. I thought that gem honed in on me. I thought that was the one from the box. Because I could swear that I picked up the one from the spinner chest. And then the top of the spinner chest is supposed to hit the box, which should home in on me. It had to have been the spinner chest. And I probably went off of it hearing the other one home in, while Sparks was probably still picking up all the gems from the other chest. He didn't see that one yet. That's my guess. Well, I got the kill on him, but I didn't get the jump. Beyond that, lost 10 seconds. Aside from what I screwed up, I didn't screw much up. Great, now I'm screwed. Jumped way too early. Oh, I'm so desperate for one of these sheep either. Don't really need it for high caves. I do need to get in the portal for high caves though. I've already lost this possible 8 seconds of time save. That was horrible homeworld movement. Like every bit of it. Can't even say I entered the portal. I jumped off the balloon pretty well. I'll pat myself on the back for that one. Then I've got, I think, about 20 seconds in Ridge. I do need to rely on Sparks a bit more. I make a lot of little pauses for him to see gems that I'm fairly sure he'll get anyway. But that's kind of my muscle memory at this point, is the pause and pause. Nice. Nice. I don't have a backup for him. Well, it's time loss. It's time loss of about 10 seconds as my supercharge is supposed to take me up to this tornado druid right here. But could have been worse, because if I had to go back to that guy, it would have been awful. Also, I did not take good note of where those guys are on their platforms. Actually, I'm not going for them yet, that's why. My muscle memory is better than my mind. Okay, he's going to be going left. Fuck. Well, that's another 10. And only really if I hit a decent cycle. Which the cycle they set at is the worst one, which is what I got. It's possible to make that jump, but it's not easy. That was so bad. Jump just a second late. Two really bad levels now. At this point, I'd have to play pretty damn well to have a chance at PB. I hadn't let go of the jump button. So I jumped again because I thought I had missed the jump up to the cave. Well, that's at least 10 seconds of this 21 to save that are gone. Of course, there's ample opportunity to lose a bunch of time here, either in the cycles in the beginning, which are pretty tight, or missing the quick kill on the thief, which then you have to death abuse and come around again. That was pretty damn good. Like, I don't even... Until that. Having that wizard over there is very strange for me. It's actually out of place from what I know. But then the Sparks eating almost cost me the cycle anyway. I was so far ahead that I had to improvise and then almost fell behind everything. But it was an almost. Almost is the same as not, so I did not fall behind. You know, I purposely went at it that way thinking, okay, that guy's going to be going to the left. And then I second-guessed myself because he typically goes to the right for me. Again, could be timing issue. Which I never even considered that guy on like the cycle of this map, but yeah, I guess it would be. Okay, cycles are over. You know, I did that last time too. Alright, death abuse. Better. Better because it worked. Otherwise, you have to do a minimal of 2 times around to actually get the guy. Yeah, so still save 4. Because I hit that first cycle, even if just barely. 20 to save in Wizard Peaks. Or just about. I'd actually adjust my splits after this just to show where major time save is. That's fine. I'll hit at least a couple things up here. Get my Sparksy poo back. All of the ledge part went fine. Everything since then, actually just clearing out these rooms has been sloppy. Life counts at 5. It's decent. Okay, nothing up there. Thought I had missed a gem up there. I thought I may have missed the gem, I guess. Cool. For whatever reason, I fall off the back of that platform, maybe not half the time, but probably a third or a quarter. Way too often. Not the other one, though, with the thief, that you have to actually go a little bit further back. No, no. Damn it, missed the jump. Oh, at least it's the last one of those guys. Whatever. Bad menuing, good time save. No huge fuck-ups there. I don't know if I've ever gotten that guy before he shoots lightning before. If I just skip Crystal Flight, basically back in. Can save almost a second too. Not like this, I can't. Oh boy. Okay. God, that was bad. At least they're spread out. That first guy, though, he might be a little too early. I know the back guy I can pick up basically without time loss. So that first guy might be a little too far ahead. I think I gotta get him now. If I wait to get him, I think he'll be too far past. Yeah, and this guy's just right nice aligned. Using probably about 5 for that. Even worse. That was just sloppy. Need to focus in a bit more. Okay. This should be a flat number. Cool. Just nice to have the little checks every now and again, make sure I haven't missed anything. There's not a lot of actual gem counts, I know, but there's certain places where I'm like, this should be a flat number. I mean, anytime you're going between worlds, basically, but... Awesome start. I'm normally a whole cycle behind this. That is the best blowhard I've had. Yeah, save 10. Easy gold. That was awesome.
Would you like to go?
Oh, and golden magic crafters. Whew. Just gold the rest. It'll be great. Unlikely though, I'm out of root beer. Because my gold splits are powered by root beer. Not that root beer always helps me get gold splits, but I don't know if I've ever gotten a gold split without root beer. I don't even know how much Blowhard said I could save on that. I think I golded that by like 5 seconds. But that's literally, I hit that cycle in the middle chamber. The early cycle that I'm not sure if I've ever hit. So go figure, I gold. By a lot. Well, I didn't get hit by anything. That's better than usual, but going a little bit slow. At least it feels a little bit slow. I thought I could make that. Thanks for the hover. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that I'm not. Though I did miss a cycle there, because I was too late on the next one. So I think I'm about 2 cycles behind my good cycles. And probably 3 behind what could be. What could be. If I was good. Oh, shit, that golded? I thought that would be, like, maybe saving time, depending on how good. But man, saving 10, golding. And obviously there's a ton of time saved there. Chest, please. Thank you. Probably losing time here because that was slow. I had to flame those rocket chests twice and miss that box. Even just those couple things are probably a couple seconds. And that's only if I don't hit the water here, which is probably a 1 in 4 chance. Hardest flight in the game. In terms of execution. Night flight's a little bit tighter time-wise. Assuming you know what you're doing here, time isn't the issue. It's just not killing yourself like I almost just did. Alright, that was good. That could have been a gold. Apparently that's the best I've done the actual flight bit. Except I've actually practiced the flights, so that might not be fully accurate. But the homeworld movement killed that. Ah, bog. Go for bog. Just don't die. And then I'm going up against the gold in treetops. I know that one specifically because there's a couple tricks in treetops. One in particular that I have maybe a 10% success rate on. About 50% when I practice it, but about a 10% in runs. And I haven't practiced it in a while. Fine, I'll get the last one later. Make sure I collect all those because they don't all home in. Okay, fire. Well, that's sad. These pigs apparently don't want to kill enemies for me. They are behaving very strange. And that was just me taking a bad angle. Bit of a slow Guanton, but I didn't get hit. Got all my gems. Looks like I'll actually be saving a second or two, which is kind of strange. Alright. Very close to a gold, even. Alright, treetops. Man, and what a treat. I even have sparks leaving bog. I don't know, some of my turning and stuff just feels off today. Maybe just because I'm out of practice, but I would rather blame my controller than take ownership. I don't even know my life count. Oh my gosh, I made it. Gem please. Holy shit, I made the turnaround jump. Turnaround supercharge. I dropped that hover just a little too early. Gold! Finally broke that curse. Holy shit. This is without a doubt my best Beastmakers. Like, this is crazy. I got a bloop on Steam, but I'm too afraid to tab out. That was a very late jump, but I guess it works. Game says so. Checks out. Didn't mean to get that life, but it did mean I didn't have to dodge those bananas. So I'm okay with that. It's an awkward thing to do. And could end in death if I angle it wrong. Don't worry, Sparks, I'll just pick up the gems for you. Okay, drop the gems. Sparks is dropping gems. And this is probably going to affect the cycle in here, but I don't know that. Nope, that worked fine. Now, did he throw a gem over there or no? Most likely, he typically does. So there's probably one waiting on the far end of the arena. And again, that was a very strange place for that blue. Yeah. It's green over there. Not a gold, but still saving 7. Camera, thank you. The camera just did not move. And I usually don't have to move the camera there, so I wasn't ready to move the camera there. Man, that Beastmaker's just holy shit. 2 golds, only lost time on 1 flight, which was 0.3 seconds. It says 0.4 per the math there, but I think the actual split's at 0.3. Man. Too bad I'm now contractually obligated to whip in Dreamweavers. Okay, decent homeworld. That works. Would have liked to supercharge for like another half a second, but I'll take it. Ah, stop bonking on him! Ah. And it's so weird that I have the super flame there and I still do those without the flame. It's still faster. Not the fastest way to clean up that room, but it is the way that works fastest for me. With ensuring that I get everything. Come on. Still don't know my life count. But I know I picked up an extra life. So I should be good. Picked one up in Metalhead. I think I had 4 at the end of Treetops. So I should be sitting pretty on 5. Okay. 85? 75. I dropped a 10 somewhere. Fuck. And it's back in the other area. Question is where? Right there. Okay. Not bad. Still saved a second, apparently. Whatever. 6 lives, even. I think I missed the gem on the other side of the water. And I've got that. Do I have the box right behind the portal? I think so. Gotta get the gem first when I leave. I say I need to rely on Sparks more, but Sparks has dropped many gems. What even was that one that he dropped in Haunted Tower? It's a suit of armor that I hit on the first way around when I'm heading forward. So typically Sparks will pick that up as I flame him, but in this case he didn't. Fuck you. But it's like 50-50 if Sparks picks that one up or not. So I should have been more ready for it. Because I do have to pick that one up a lot. Perfect. Full health. That very wide. generally pretty sloppy right now. I don't know why I took that in a way differently than I usually do. Kill the enemy first, then get the boxes. That's what I typically do. Don't get sniped by this guy in the air. We've all been there before. Okay. Save the second. Gotta get that gem across the way, and I think I need the box too. Which means probably no gold icy flight. Is there not a gem here? Okay. I literally don't trust that. As opposed to figuratively not trusting it. Up and away. Yeah, I don't see it over there now either. That was almost bad. Spyro just wanted a little swim there. Get his feet wet. I've got the extra sparks. Means I've got to go for the rocket strat. The bounce off the rocket and then down into Lofty Castle. My success rate on that is above 50%. First time I did it was before I knew it was a thing, and I did it by accident. I could tell I was going to end up bonking on something as soon as I hit all those chests around the back. Like, my angle was already off there, and I realized, like, I am going to bonk somewhere. It's just a matter of where. Can't get that guy early because I have to get that train. I didn't want to retry, I wanted to exit and cut my losses here. Well, I lost 5 more seconds than I needed to, due to the game not registering the down because I pressed it slightly too early. Alright, sloppy, but made it. Lofty Castle. The infamous killer of runs. Though in fairness, that's more of classic Spyro. Reignited, I don't think it's seen as a particularly tough level. But then the route I do is very different, so... It's my own route. Nobody else does it. Or at least, I don't think anybody else does. I developed it myself anyway. Jeez, can it see my screen? Okay, how are we looking up here? Not too bad. That was bad though. So not a good jump. But the game is kind. These guys' floating cycles are not treating me well. The balloon orcs, that is. That was almost off the cliff. Gold, shit. Fair bit of sloppiness in there too. But then that route is still fairly new. So it's probably just the first time I've done that route okay. I don't even know what red I was doing before that. Not a good one, because the one requires a wall glide and the other one is you supercharge through the level. And I've almost never tried and have never had any success with the supercharge forever thing. The mouse and keyboard strat. And although I succeeded a couple times on the parkouring, I'm pretty sure there's a wall glide in there strat to get up to the fireworks early, I wasn't any kind of consistent with it, so I had to come up with something different. Just thank you. Single cake is free. Cool. Got Mushroom Man too. Through the floor. That might be the first trick I actually learned. Because it's not really learning, it's just knowing, hey, you can go through the floor there. Can you grab Gem? Thank you. Can we not have top down? Thank you. Come on. The broad strokes of everything right now are so good, but then I'm screwing up so much little stuff. Like, oh, come on. Well, I was thinking, you know what? Maybe a gold jock too. Because it hasn't been perfect, but it's been as good as all these other golds I'm getting. But that's what I get for positive thinking. Yeah, I'm losing about 10 or 15 even here. Worst level since High Caves. Seeming that was the beginning of World 3 and this is the end of World 5. That's pretty crazy. No missed gems at least. Only 10. I was expecting worse. Because I underestimate how fast that ending section is. Overestimate? Not sure. Misestimate, we'll call it.
Are you ready to go?
Oh, save point 1. Point 2, depending on which bit of the splits math you're looking at. I mean, I say the worst level since High Caves. Turns out Icy Flight was actually equally as bad. Alright, let's see what kind of Nasty's World I can put together. Bastard. Well, I have to play North Cove better than I've ever played it to not lose time now. Now, I have 40 seconds in loot, which would about break even, but my past probably 3 to 5 runs that I've done, I have failed the last dragon skip. I can't remember who it is. I want to say Delvin, but I think that's the guy that we just saw. He's one of the fat ones. I have failed the dialogue skip on him so much recently, which if I fail that, that's most of the time save gone. The time save actually isn't related to that, it's related to me missing the height skip about 5 times consecutively. Which I also did on my last run. That's the one thing I particularly hated about my PB, was missing that. So bad. But I got so overly excited. Just not gonna lie, kind of feeling the same right now because this is the best run I've had in a long time. So I'm trying not to make stupid mistakes. Going a little bit slow. Like flaming metal chests. Sure. Key skip. The camera again just trolling me, not wanting to rotate there. Normally it like zooms up and out a little bit so you can actually see Spyro. Okay. Okay. Lost one. I took it a little bit slow, but safe. Now technically, I don't typically get those green gems. So, there's like a 1 second swing between this and Ganasty Ganork now. I approached that just slightly different, not on purpose, but it ended up being slightly different than normal, and I think it's much better. Really would like one of those rats right next to me. Chances of me getting hit here aren't zero, but they're also not high enough for me to go back. Shouldn't matter for the rat anymore. Okay, a little bit sloppy, but made it. Cool. And F. Got it done. Wasn't perfect, but got it done. Alright, got most of the time save. And that should be everything. Actually, what's my sparks on? I hope it's at least blue so I can charge that chest. I'm gonna have to get a rat between here and loot. If it's only green though, I'll have to flame it. Oh no, I'm gold. Feel like I missed a gem. Nope. Shouldn't have looked. Should have waited for the count right here. No! You're fucking kidding. I thought that was good. Well, that's PB gone. Unless I can pick up all the gems here, but I've never done that before. So I'm heavily risking it. I kind of have to at this point. I mean, even if I don't, it doesn't matter. Okay. Because normally it's a 1.5 run around, not a full 2, so it's probably about 20 seconds. Only 4? Okay. Don't really understand that. Alright, let's see. Nope, no skip. Because I had 43 seconds of save. Could have been a PB. Missed the skip again. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. But that's frustrating. Gonna miss PB by probably about 20 seconds. Unless I screw something up here, but... And I screwed this up again. And Now I'm not even set up right. What the hell? Because I've been struggling with this lately too. I think I need to push forward a little bit more on the analog. Yep. So now it's going to be like a full minute behind, maybe more. What am I doing? I'm just all disheveled now. Shame. This was such a good run. The gem there. I guess I've got to get that. Apparently I missed something. Oh, I missed two somethings. I actually thought I had gone pretty quick on those as well. Both of these. But I'm like, nah, there's no way Sparks didn't pick up all those. Well, lo and behold. Damn. 126.12. GG, though, a little bit frustrating because it was so close to being so much better. So 30 seconds in Dry Canyon for a missed gem, and then 30 seconds in High Caves. I don't know why Nasty Nork was only 4 seconds, because that was only a couple seconds off of PB. And I had to do a whole second track for him. That should have been worse. So I don't know. I'm not even looking. This is Nasty Nork. That should have been worse, but then 30 seconds here. So minute and a half of fuck ups. Lo and behold, I would have PB'd.